I was born where the map turns gray, where the mill shut down and the bars still stay. Mama worked 2 jobs, said, baby, don't you break. But if you gotta cry, do it on your own time's sake. Daddy had a temper and a Bible on the shelf. Swore he hated drinking, but he was drinking that himself. I learned real young how to swallow what I feel. Smile for the neighbors, bleed when the door's all sealed. Every scar I carry got a story and a name. Some I earned in daylight, some I took in shame. If you've ever laid awake and cursed your own last name, you know there's weight I drag around like chains. If you got hands like mine, crack from holding on too tight to every wrong and every right, trying not to lose your fight. If you got hands like mine, built from sin and sacrifice, reaching out through all this night for something holy in the ground, then you ain't alone. You ain't alone with hands like mine. I loved a woman who was brighter than the sun. Said I was a shelter, but I only learned to run. I left her in the doorway with a half-packed bag, afraid of what I'd be if I stayed and didn't drag. I knelt in bathroom stalls, shaking on the floor, whispered, God, I'll change, walking out that same old door. I've heard the ones who held me when I couldn't stand, then called it being broken like it wasn't my own hand. Every promise shattered cuts another inch too deep. You pray that they forget you, but the memories never sleep. If you've ever punched a mirror just to see yourself bleed, you know how bad a lonely heart can need. If you got hands like mine, crack from holding on too tight to every wrong and every right, trying not to lose your fight. If you got hands like mine, built from sin and sacrifice, reaching out through all this night for something holy in the ground, then you ain't alone. You ain't alone with hands like mine. These fingers pulled a trigger on the words I can't take back. These knuckles knocked on heaven just to hear the echo crack. But they also held my brother when he thought he'd fade away, and they lit a candle for my mother on her final day. So if you're standing in the wreckage of the person you became, wondering if you're worthy of a softer kind of name, just open up your palms and let the daylight in the scars. Every line and callus looks like constellation stars. If you got hands like mine, trembling when you try to change, but reaching anyway, still showing up despite the pain. If you got hands like mine, marked by every loss and win, still believing love might let you start again beneath this sky, then take my hand tonight. We'll lay our burdens down in time. 'Cause there's a grace for hearts that fight with broken faith and borrowed life.